Hello and welcome to a brand new-ish survival series on my from this YouTube channel. This is my first in a very long time, and I've been doing it on stream for a little while right now, but I decided I wanted to, do it. I started making videos, which is where this comes in. This little world where I spawned all the way over there, wandered all the way around through, very luckily, 2 different villages, and thus that I didn't have to go mining for quite a while. After I set up shop there, I made the decision that, I need a starter house. I need an actual house instead of just, an igloo that's, not exactly useless, but it's tiny. I designed this thing. It's a basic starter house, inspired by Gems and Scott's starter houses on Empires. Now, the detailing isn't finished, but that's because I only started doing the more detailed work more recently. It wasn't designed with it in mind, but then I went, it's boring, it needs a little bit more. And I built this. For a basic tour, I designed it so that it would have the tower and a basic cross shape with 2 floors. The front and back entrances are basically identical. The only difference is that this was exploded by a creeper on the front, and I haven't placed it. Also didn't use these. I think that looks pretty decent. Then a little through room to my bedroom, and slash storage room slash miscellaneous things, and the view from here is amazing, honestly. I like it a lot. This build, let's just say that I didn't expect it to look as good as it does, but it looks as good as it does, and so the next build I did was this barn, which honestly felt bigger than, it felt like it was bigger than that, but it's actually, it's mainly short. Like, that's the main thing about it, is that it's not a particularly tall build. I used primarily mangrove because mangrove's the easy solution to me. Like, mangrove, a cha-cha, mangrove, and a cha-cha. That's about it for a world tour. The current build I'm working on, however, is the Lighthouse Enchanting setup, which is going to be all the way up to that tall. And you're going to all like it. We built this. I intended to have a time lapse, but annoyingly, the replay mod footage, I can't seem to open it. Now, if I can figure out how to open it, there'll be an actual replay, but this is my little lighthouse. The interior isn't much. It needs a lot more work, but what I do have is kind of cute. We have the little enchanting setup. It's quite adorable. If you go down, there's the zombie spawner, which, the fact that there's a zombie spawner right underneath here, and I didn't intend on that, it happened to be the case. Like, that was cool. And then we have our little up area, with a little balcony for you to look out upon the world. And honestly, I think what I have is pretty decent. It does need a little bit more work. Like, the foundation is a bit tall. And let's see. It's a bit tall and a bit bland. And this room needs something. That room, and we need a basement as well. But what I have, oh, you piece of crap! I hate the right-click thing. I really do. Wish it wasn't just right-click, because I'm right-clicking so that I can open a chest, and then I accidentally strip the wood. Ugh. And I also need to make a basement. And I'll be doing that on stream quite soon. I've finished the interior of the lighthouse. I've made a cute little chimney and fireplace in the basement, and an entryway to the, well, frankly, quite adorable enchanting setup. It's especially perfect when it's dark out, so... Like, look at the atmosphere. Of course, to make sure that the light level doesn't go to 0, we've placed a little bit of glow lichen everywhere. But, yeah. Just, this works so well. And we managed to even hide the anvil in it. Now, of course, a build isn't complete without a basement. A basement that might need some lighting, I guess. But I don't believe it's too bad. But yeah, the basement. A line of little flower pots on stilts and greenery hanging from above. And little particles all around. And a cute little fireplace. It's, honestly, this is one of my favorite rooms in the house. And yes, I do have my own skull on display. I thought that was an appropriate addition. Because, like, skulls make such a good little decoration. They're perfect. They're, like, of all the data packs I've installed, I think the skull data pack makes things that just work so well. Oh, it's so good. And then the third floor. Soft cut. The third floor. Cute little greenery hanging from the ceiling as you walk in. And the atmosphere given by that, it fills the entire building with the little green particles. And you can see the little flowers everywhere. And our chests scattered about with care. Now, is the build complete? No. I have a few steps left to do. But for what I have, I think this build is adorable. Just ridiculously adorable. A few of the things that I also have to do are, well, making sure that this is properly connected. Because you want it to feel integrated into the landscape. You want there to be a feeling of continuity in a space. And I think doing this type of just little, like, just placing of dirt, just to make this staircase, go in landscape rather than being apart from it, which, is very easy to be at risk of when you're building a build, is forgetting that you need to make the build feel a part of the landscape. I mean, that's why I moved this build up from, like, on the creative world, I built it all the way down at ground level. And when I transferred that to this world, that didn't work. It needed something different. In my opinion, I think this is that something different. It needed to be here, Here, outside of the space of the ground. And honestly, making this little, it's gonna be a little garden associated with this place. Like, you could imagine that whoever runs this place, which I probably should build, like, a little house attachment so there's a bedroom. Ooh. But, like, you could imagine that whoever lives here might like live here, go on up, and then just, do their job. Make sure that the lighthouse stays lit, because that's a very important job. You don't want people getting dashed upon the rocks or upon the ice. Now, yes, I'm gonna have to build the actual port eventually, because honestly, considering where I am situated, this will make such a good little port. And, that's a common situation for a city. I'm not building quite a city. That wasn't my intention. Mine's more of a town, but, plans change. And you occasionally go, wait, no, this works. This is the thing I want to do. And that's what I have here. I'm just going, oh, I could make this feel like an actual town. Make this feel like a space that people live in. I mean, I live here. Isn't that something? But, I'll see you when this is done. The lighthouse is done! Beautiful spruce tree, everything! And this is the end of the episode, too. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to watch the next episode. See you in the next one. Bye!